Do you ever wonder why only a small group of people rise to the top while most stay exactly where they are? Why only 1% achieve extraordinary success and 99% continue dreaming about it? The difference is not money, education, or luck. It's one thing, mindset, and if you change your mindset, you can change your entire life. Today, I want to reveal the mindset shift that separates the 1% from everyone else. If you understand this, live by it, and apply it, you won't just chase success. You will become the 1%. The first mindset shift is this. The 1% believe success is built, not given. Most people wait. They wait for motivation, for the perfect moment, for someone to push them. But the 1% don't wait. They decide, they start, they move. Success doesn't come from waiting. It comes from taking action while others hesitate. Every successful person you admire began before they were ready. You're not supposed to be perfect on day one. You're supposed to start. The 1% understand that starting small is not a weakness. Refusing to start is. The second mindset shift. The 1% focus on long-term gain instead of short-term pleasure. Most people choose comfort over growth, distraction over discipline, entertainment over improvement. But the 1% think differently. They understand that every choice builds or breaks their future. While most people say, "I'll do it tomorrow," the 1% say, "I'll start today." That small difference creates a huge gap over time. The third mindset shift. The 1% see failure as data, not defeat. Most people quit after their first failed attempt. The 1% push harder. When something goes wrong, they don't say, "I failed," they say, "I learned." If you try something and it doesn't work, you haven't lost. You've gained information. Failure removes the wrong path and moves you closer to the right one. The people who fail the most often succeed the most because every failure sharpens them. The 1% use failure as fuel. The fourth mindset shift. The 1% invest in themselves relentlessly. Most people spend their money on appearances, but the 1% spend it on knowledge, skills, and growth. Most people spend time on entertainment, but the 1% spend time becoming valuable. They know the world pays for value, rewards skills, and respects confidence. If you want to rise, you must build yourself, stronger, smarter, sharper every day. The fifth mindset shift. The 1% understand the power of consistency. Motivation is temporary. Discipline is permanent. The 1% don't depend on feeling inspired. They depend on habits. They know small actions repeated daily create massive results. Most people work hard for a week and expect a miracle. The 1% work consistently for months, years, even decades. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your habits. Build habits that match the future you want. The sixth mindset shift. The 1% take full responsibility for their life. Most people blame circumstances, family, school, or luck, but the 1% think differently. They say, "My life is my responsibility." The moment you take responsibility, you take back your power. You stop waiting for change and become the change. The seventh mindset shift. The 1% protect their environment. Your environment shapes your behavior shapes your habits, and your habits shape your future. The 1% surround themselves with people who think big and work hard. They avoid negativity and energy-draining conversations. You cannot rise while staying around those who don't want to move. Your circle matters, your environment matters. Change your surroundings, and your life will follow. The eighth mindset shift. The 1% operate with purpose. Most people drift through life without direction, hoping something good will happen. But the 1% move with intention. They know what they want, why they want it, and what steps they must take. Purpose creates discipline, clarity, and drive. When you know your why, you will always find your how. The ninth mindset shift. The 1% compare themselves only to who they were yesterday. Most people waste energy comparing their lives to others, but the 1% focus only on their own progress. They ask, "Am I better than I was last month? Am I improving?" Real success is not about beating others, it's about becoming the best version of yourself. The 10th mindset shift. The 1% act even when they are afraid. Fear stops most people, fear of failure, judgment, and mistakes. but the 1% use fear as a signal to move forward. If something scares them, it means it can change their life. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is acting despite fear. You were not born to be average. You were not born to be part of the 99%. You were born with potential and purpose. The only thing separating you from the 1% is the mindset you choose. If you adopt these shifts and apply them daily, you will rise. You will grow. You will transform. The 1% is not an exclusive club. It is a decision. Decide today. Decide to take action. Decide to become the version of yourself you are capable of being. You are closer than you think. Your future is waiting. The real question is, will you stay where you are, or will you rise and join the 1%? If you found this video inspiring, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more powerful motivational content. Thanks for watching, and remember, success starts in the mind long before it appears in your life.